Hello YouTube, Mad Dog here, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, hopefully by the background, me and Mrs Mad Dog, we're away on a little short holiday break at the moment. We're staying at a place called the Boat House at Middle Handley in Sheffield. It's a nice secluded little, used to be an old school I believe, a village school. And in the grounds of that property is this, you can just see behind me there, the man-made lake. And apparently there's some brown trout in there, and we've been given permission to fish it using fly fishing. I've never ever fly fished in my life, so I'm going to give it a shot. I might do a bit of footage of me attempting to fly fish, so stay with me for that. I'll give you a bit of a look around this place. I'll go for a walk around the grounds, bring you along with me, and let's start as we mean to go on. Do excuse me, because we're on holiday, we're going to have me crack a beer open. This is the Optical Illusion Dry Hop Lager by Sadler's. Oh yeah, so I wish you all the best of health, best wishes to you all as usual. Cheers. Oh yeah, and long may it continue. So later on tonight there is I won't say a fire pit, but there is like a stove on the patio area, which we intend on cracking that up as well later on as it drops down cooler. There's a hot tub for me and my missus to sit and relax in, just to my right over there, which I'll show you around as I go for a walk round. So just a bit of a nosy around where we're staying, nothing dead flash or fancy, but stay with me and I'll give you a tour. Yeah. Okay, so we're just walking up to the entrance of the little lodge that we're staying at. Nice and out of the way, hidden away in the trees here. Stairs. That's the conservatory to the patio area. Come with me for a little walk down to the the beach hut. Little sandpit area. Beautiful quiet place. Oh yeah. So we've got a canoe, kayak, little rowboat. Oh yeah, and a pedalo. I got to get my sorry ass in that. I've got to have my ego in that. So just quickly panning around. The chap that owns this place is a fella called Nigel. Really nice fella, really hospitable, friendly guy, like the gentle giant type of character. Anything you want or need, he's very accommodating. Really recommend this place. He reckons there's about 2 acres of paddock land there, which he owns as well. So I like to go for a walk round in the evenings up there after we've finished attempting to fish. And just in that corner up there, there's a couple of pheasants been nesting, so I've been keeping an eye on those just for interest. And then I'll just quickly take you back round to where we're staying, the little lodge over there. Beautiful little place. And then just to the left of me, just sort of over here, is the main farmhouse. I say farmhouse, it used to be a school, an old village school. So, but obviously I'm not going to film all of that because it's private and keep it that way. So that's where we're staying, nice secluded little spot. So, just thought I'd share with you all my YouTube friends, where Mr and Mrs Mad Dog's having a bit of R&R, chill out. Oh yeah, I've got to have a go in that. Stay with me. Yeah.
Don't forget your paddle. Under the fountain. Mad Dog in his speedboat. He's a bit of a professional on these kiddie rides.
Okay, so I'm just quickly walking the perimeter of the land that we're staying at, and just looking at the hedgerow, as you do. And it's great this time of year, sort of beginning of autumn, late summer. We've got the obviously the elderberries, you can eat them obviously, as you can with the flowers in early summer and late spring. But everything else on this tree, as you all know, is quite poisonous, quite toxic, so stay away from that. But the berries, once they've gone that dark maroon, almost black, perfectly edible, great for making wine with, as we all know. And then just coming back a little ways, We've got the hawthorn, absolutely loaded with berries, beautiful. So as you know, you can eat the flesh of the hawthorn but not the pips inside. The leaves do excuse me of the hawthorn are also perfectly edible. They can be boiled into a tea as well. They're meant to be good for people that have got problems of the heart, cardiovascular type of ailments. Good wild edible to remember. And then just stepping back here, not a very good example here, but we've got absolutely stacks and stacks of, you know, blackberries all the way along this hedgerow. So there's some real good fat, ripe, juicy fruits to be had here. I'm going to pinch that little fella actually. Ha! Be rude not to. Ha! That's nice. So yeah, like I say, I'm just walking the perimeter. I'm just having a look actually in this top corner where I've been watching the pheasants up here. I believe there's a nest up here somewhere. Looks like a under this small coppice we've got some silver birch up along this hawthorn row here as well. Underneath this sycamore tree here. So I've been watching a pheasant go through here yesterday, and the reason I'm interested isn't for any ill-gotten gain sort of thing. It looked lame, like it was limping, and like something had had a go at it. And here the other night I could hear the foxes barking and screaming. Vixens obviously this time of year, calling for mates. So I'm guessing the foxes had hold of one of them there pheasants and done it no favours, but I'm just looking to see if there's any movement with me disturbing the undergrowth a little ways. Can't see anything obvious at the moment. So anyway, just a quick pan back. Obviously that's where we're staying, down there. Beautiful place. You get the occasional light aircraft going over, because I do believe over that way there's got to be an airfield somewhere, because we've had quite a lot of Cessna, you know, the 152 type of light aircraft flying and doing circuit training around here. But other than that, beautiful and quiet, really peaceful. Get, like I say, the occasional fox making its screaming noises, the mating call of the vixen in the night. Other than that, beautiful. Underneath an old silver birch there. Might be borrowing some of his bark later on if it comes off easily, just to help me get the stove lit. We'll see. I have brought my fire kit with me, the one that I showed you guys and lasses on a previous video, so no doubt I'll be using some of the contents of that just to get things going. Another old silver birch here, the tree of life. As you know, you can make tea out of the leaves of the silver birch. You can tap it in spring. It's a really useful resource, the silver birch. You can make containers out of the bark, as well as the firelighting properties. The roots and some of the thinner branches make great cordage. Very, very versatile tree, you know, not to be underestimated. And then we're just looking out over the neighbouring paddocks. Back down to where we're staying. I'm not going to pan all the way around now, because Mrs. Mad Dog's actually got in the hot tub and she don't like me filming her, so I respect her privacy. So anyways, I'm going to walk back now and back along the hedgerow. Might pinch a couple more blackberries. If you're watching this, Nigel, sorry brother, I couldn't resist it. They're too good just to leave to go to waste. So anyways, that'll do for now. I'll catch you all later. Yeah. Okay, so we're back down at the bottom quarter of the property now, and back towards the cabin and back towards the summer house and hot tub. Me and my missus, we're going to get in that in a few minutes. chill out with a beer or two. Loads of dragonflies around here, with it being like a lily pad type of lake, the reeds and all that kind of stuff. So, in fact, we'll go towards the hot tub. She goes bubbling away nicely. Oh yeah. And say later on we're going to fire the old little fire pit sort of stove up there. I've even brought some kindling and some wood with me in my old truck, so we'll give that a shot later on as well. Yeah. Okay, welcome back. So the evening is nearly upon us. As you can see, the sun is setting right over there, right in my eyes. So what I'm going to do now is I've brought the little fire kit with me that showed on the previous video, and I'll just pan you down here a little ways. We've got a little burner there which we're going to light up ready for the evening. And all I've got with me today is the little pocket knife that I've reviewed, and I said I'd carry for at least 6 months to a year, which I am doing, and it's doing everything it's told, to be fair, but I'm still missing my SAK, my Swiss Army knife. But I'll just show you the quick prep that I've done to get this little fella fired up. So do excuse me, I'll just bring over here a little ways. Okay, so as you can see, all I've got is I've got a stick and a hearth board. I'm going to be lighting the fire with one of my Mad Dog Jewels because the bed in the fire is quite damp from the rain we had earlier this week. I've got a small feathery slither of dry wood, which I'm just going to lay that in the fire base right now so that I can transfer that straight onto a piece of dry material. And then over here on this platform I've got a couple of real fine feather sticks, nice dry feathery wood there, and basically again I've just used this, I think it's about a 2-inch blade, something like that, on the Gentleman's Country Outdoors folding pocket knife. To be honest, you couldn't really do much more than that because this is non-locking and you will end up cutting your fingers, which again is one of the reasons I'm dead against the non-locking law in the UK. Anyway, I digress. Let's crack on with what we've got. So it didn't do a bad job of making some feather sticks, to be fair, but any light duty fluffy stuff you're not going to be able to process much more than what I've done here with this knife. So we'll open the little fire kit up. Like I say, if you've not already seen it, go check out my previous video. It shows the entire contents to this little kit. It is quite comprehensive, but for the sake of tonight, nice and quick and easy and pretty surefire really, I'm going to take the old ferro rod out. This is just one of those Chinese 8x80mm ferro rods and striker. All I've done is added a 42-inch paracord lanyard and a little whistle there, you know. I'm not going to blow it, don't want the owner of the property coming to rescue me. And that's all I've done to that. Crikey me. Yes, that's what I was after, one of my Mad Dog Jewels. You know, it's pretty surefire. These are great in wet, windy conditions. I can't say too much about them because I feel like I'm always plugging my stuff, but if you haven't tried these or seen anybody that has without plugging my stuff directly, well I am doing, but go check them out. They really are effective. These are old stock, the ones I'm using here, so I'm not expecting miracles, but simply all you have to do is break one of these little fellas open to expose the fibres inside, like you would with any fire tinder, and just expose as much of that as you can to create a big surface area to catch the sparks. These are brilliant in snowy, wet, windy conditions, when they're fresh especially. I mean, these are getting on for 2 years old now, it's real old stock, so like I say, I'm not expecting miracles, but we'll give it a go. You don't have to stick them on a stick, I just find it's easier to manhandle. And then put that on the hearth board and throw some sparks at the fibres. So I'm trying to sort of do this blind because the sun is directly in my eyes now, so please excuse me. I do the best as I can doing it blind. Okay, let's see what happens. There we go, that's lit straight away. So I'm going to get that now in the fire late. Do excuse me. The Mad Dog Jewels, they do burn for a good, I don't know, between 6 and 10 minutes depending on how fresh the stock is. You know, they do have a life expectancy. Do excuse me while I try and get the sun out of my eyes here. Okay, so now we've got that going, I'm going to add on my feather sticks. They should go pretty much straight away. And then on top of that, all my fine processed small kindling. Again, the old adage for kindling is no thicker than a pencil, and all your wood should snap crisply, indicating that it's perfectly dry. And I'm not going to do anything flashy fancy or pretty, just lay it on in a random fashion but still allowing enough space between the fuel for oxygen flow, because in the opening stages of any fire you want maximum oxygen flow, which also keeps the smoke down to a minimum. If your fire is burning efficiently, it should emit minimum smoke. If you're overloading it with fuel, it will start to smoke. Sorry for the redundancy for all you old boys and girls that have been doing this for a long time. That sort of information is basically for newcomers to our thing. So there we go. I don't know how long this has taken me now, a couple of minutes, but we've got quite a good strong fire lay now, and the bed of this fire is wet, is damp. I'm expecting some steam to come off this, which we have had a couple of days of really good rain prior to this evening, so when you're making any fire, obviously always stow your equipment away as soon as you've finished using it so you don't lose it. And then over here I've got, basically on this raft down here, just some smaller different grades of fuel. Once that's really going and established, I'll then just add larger pieces of fuel as and when required. I've put it on the platform to raise it off the ground, stop ingressive damp getting into my dry wood. And that's it basically, guys and lasses. We've got our evening fire set up. My missus is she's just currently behind me in the summer house, and she's just setting up the bar area and the music, so yeah, happy days. So I just thought I'd share the little place that we're staying at with you all, what we're getting up to. I may come back later on, I may not, so up to now I'll say see you for now. Thank you all very much for your continued support, and plenty more content coming very soon, hopefully. It's a little bit different to what I normally do, so stay with me for that. A massive thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome aboard, people, you're all very welcome. And until the next time, for now, Mad Dog signing off. Yeah.